Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Tonight we're going to play another game from the 1961 season from the Boston Red Sox. Kyle Yastrzemski career replay, his rookie season. And I just wanted to give you guys a little summary of what's been going on so far in the season. So far, the Red Sox are currently 4-10. They would enter this game with a record of 7-7, so we're 3 games off the pace. We have split our last two series, as you can see here, just a short 2-game series with Cleveland and with Detroit. Washington swept us in a short 2-game series, and the White Sox swept us in a 4-game series after we split the first 4 games of the season. So we're going to be starting our second series, second round with Kansas City. We only had a 1-game series with them before. Probably a rain out or something like that. But anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of 2-game series, some 3-game series here with Los Angeles Angels, and a 4-game series with Washington. So some kind of interesting different types of schedules here than I guess there are today. But anyway, the league was a different size, and divisions were different, and all that stuff too. So it's to be expected. All right. So we'll be right back with the start of the game against the Kansas City Athletics. We'll be right back. Alrighty. So here we are, Kansas City Municipal Stadium. Bud Daly on the mound. He had a record of 12-17 with 1 save, a 4.28 ERA, 194 innings pitched, 211 hits allowed, 119 strikeouts, and 65 walks. And again, if you've been watching this series, you know the Red Sox statistics are up to date because we've been playing every game from their schedule. The other teams, not so much. Well, actually, I'm playing the games against the Red Sox primarily. I may be playing a few other games throughout the season, but so we're going to look at all the actual stats of the other teams. So, all right. So for the Boston Red Sox, as you can see, Kyle Yastrzemski is not in the starting lineup. He did not even pinch hit in this game, but we'll see. Maybe we'll have him pinch hit in the game if it so calls. If not, we'll just play it by ear. So anyway, Chuck Schilling, second baseman, bats first. Gary Geiger is the center fielder, batting second. Batting third, Carroll Hardy, the right fielder. Frank Malzone gets a start at third base in place of Pete Runnels. Batting fifth, getting a start today, is Rip Rapolsky in left field, giving Yastrzemski a day off. Jim Pagliaroni, who's behind the plate, bats sixth. Billy Harrell, the first baseman, bats seventh. Pumpsy Green is the shortstop, batting 8th. And on the mound, batting 9th, is Ike DeLock. So that's your lineup for the visiting Boston Red Sox. So far, the Red Sox are 0-1 against Kansas City this year. They played them on opening day in Boston. And we'll be playing here in Kansas City for a short 2-game series. So, all right. So, defense behind Daly is going to be Seaborn in left, Tuttle in center, and Haskins in right. Definitely not a great outfield there, as Hankins has way below average range. Seaborn below average range. Tuttle average range. Hankins commits a ton of errors in right field and has a poor throwing arm. Below average. Tuttle is above average throwing arm in center. Commits a few errors. Seaborn, despite having a low range, is very good defensively other than that, with an average arm. In the infield, it's Carey, Hauser, Lumpy, and Thornberry. Let's see here. All average range except for Carey, who's below average range. Hauser commits quite a few errors at shortstop, but the rest of the guys are pretty good defensively. Will commit a few errors, but not that many. Pignatano is behind the plate, and he's very error prone with an average range and above average arm. And Daly on the mound has average range, commits quite a few errors. Below average error rate, and has an average hold rating. So, alright, so that's the defense for the Kansas City Athletics. So Schilling comes in hitting .281 on the season so far in 15 games with an RBI. He's had that one RBI for a while there. So hopefully he can do something about that today. So Schilling in the box, and I did not. Normally I like to have the settings differently. I like to have the dice so they stop automatically, but we'll just play it like this. It'll be a little bit longer of a game, but not a big deal. And Schilling gets hit. Adds a little suspense with the dice rolls, I think. Something you miss without it. So he gets plunked. So Schilling is on first for Gary Geiger. Geiger after a good start, hitting .316 with 2 homers and 5 runs batted in. Thornberry holding on Schilling at first. Daly looks in for the sign. It's lefty on lefty here. So here's the windup and the pitch by Daly. And Geiger strikes out a lot, does not strike out here. See if he can do anything with it. And he has got a ground to second. Schilling will advance as it's slowly hit to second. And Geiger is retired on the fielder's choice. So a runner in scoring position now with 1 out for Carroll Hardy. Hardy's hit well in the 7 games that he's played. Hitting .357. Still looking for his first RBI. Maybe that'll come here. So here's the pitch by Daly. Schilling gets his lead off second. And that's going to be a base hit. They're going to hold Schilling at third. As Seaborg gets it in quickly. So runners at the corners with 1 down for Frank Malzone. Frank Malzone has had just 3 at-bats so far, with 1 for 3 with an RBI. RBI opportunity for him. 2-2. And that's going to be a base hit. So the Red Sox get on the board here in the first on the RBI single by Malzone. Chuck Schilling comes around the score. So Malzone with his second RBI of the season. Brings up Burt Popolski. He's been excellent as a pinch hitter. 3 for 5 as a pinch hitter. Getting a start today with 1 run scored. .280 hitter on the actual season and 25 at-bats. So runners on first and second with 1 down. Daly looks in for the sign from Big Natano. Looks at Hardy at second. Fires and delivers. And that's going to be a base hit. So 3 straight base hits after the hit batsman. So that's going to load the bases now. As they go station to station. So bases loaded for Pags, Jim Pagliaroni. Hitting .240 on the season with a homer and 4 runs batted in. So Red Sox with a chance to put multiple runs on the board here. Daly toes the rubber. He's in for the sign. Fires and delivers. And that is going to be a walk to Pagliaroni. So Pagliaroni gets a bases loaded walk. And the Red Sox lead is now 2-0. So Billy Harrell, the first baseman today, getting a start. Hitting .222 on the season with 6 runs batted in. So he's been productive in his at-bats. Already has 6 runs batted in 6 games. Chance for more RBIs here. Red Sox would love to build this lead, as they have often had trouble holding leads. 5-3. Nope, it's not a walk, but let's see what he does with it. And that's going to be a ground ball, as the defense is going to try for a double play on the ball hit to third. Yes. And they will be able to turn the double play, so 5-4-3 double play. And Kansas City gets out of it, but the Red Sox score 2 after 1 half. Red Sox 2 and Kansas City coming up. So Ike DeLuck on the mound now with a 2-run lead. DeLuck 2-0 record with a 4.50 ERA. Has pitched 20 innings, allowed 22 hits, 3 walks and 8 strikeouts. So the lineup for the Kansas City Athletics will be Dick Hauser. The shortstop bats first. Jay Hankins, right field, bats second. The second baseman, Jerry Lumpy, bats third. Norm Seaburn, the left fielder, bats cleanup. First baseman, Marv Thornberry, bats fifth. Bill Tuttle, the center fielder, sixth. Batting seventh is Andy Carey, the third baseman. Joe Pignatano is behind the plate, batting eighth. And on the mound, batting ninth, is Bud Daly. So Hauser hit .280 in 1961 with 3 homers and 45 runs batted in. So we'll look at the Red Sox defense after this. And no, he's not going to get hit. But he is going to get a base hit. So a good start for the Athletics. So for the defense around DeLuck, Rapolsky, Geiger, and Hardy. Rapolsky, very poor range in the left field, a very poor, well below average arm, but does not commit many errors. Geiger in center and Hardy in right, both average range. Geiger with an above average arm, Hardy with an average arm. Geiger pretty sure-handed in center. Hardy will commit a few errors, but not that many in right. In the infield, it's Melzone, Green, Schilling, and Harrell. Melzone and Harrell in the corners have average range. Harrell very sure-handed at first. Melzone will commit a good amount of errors at third. Shortstop Green is below average range and very error-prone. And Schilling above average range and very sure-handed at second base. The battery, DeLuck and Pagliarone, are very error-prone. Will commit tons of errors on range checks. Pagliarone does have above average range, though, and below average arm. DeLuck has a neutral 0 hold rating. So the Hauser on first with a base hit. It brings up Jay Hankins. Hankins hit just .185 with 3 homers and 6 runs batted in. And that's going to be hit back to the pitcher. DeLuck will fire and turn the second for 1. Return throw is not in time. So Hankins reaches on the fielder's choice. So 1 down and a runner on first for Jerry Lumpy. Hitless in 5 at-bats so far this season. Well, can't really go by that, but .293 hitter with 3 homers and 54 runs batted in. Hankins gets his lead off first. Harrell's holding him on. And he's going to get a base hit. Hankins will motor all the way around to third, so it'll be runners at the corners with 1 down. So Kansas City has something going just like Boston did in the first. As Pagliarone goes out the top to DeLuck. It's back behind the plate. It'll be up to cleanup hitter Norm Seaburn. Seaburn hit .296 with 18 homers and 98 runs batted in. So dangerous hitter here. Has the capability of putting Kansas City ahead with 1 swing of the bat. So here's the pitch by DeLuck. And he's going to walk him to load the bases. So Kansas City also loads the bases. So DeLuck in trouble here. Brings up Marv Thornberry. Thornberry hit just 226 with 11 homers and 35 runs batted in. Red Sox playing back for 2, hoping to turn 2 and get out of it without any damage. Here's the pitch by DeLocke.
Base on ball.
Oh. Actually, no, that's not a home run. But it is going to be a base hit. 2 runs are going to come in. And Kansas City has tied it up on the RBI, a 2-run single by Thornberry. Mr. Brody not too happy with that. I know. Red Sox blew the lead already, and they haven't even gotten out of the first inning yet. I know. Bill Tuttle up now. Tuttle hit 249 with 5 homers and 46 runs batted in. Runners on first and second. And Mr. Brody is very upset that the Red Sox cannot seem to hold the lead. And another, actually Green is going to take away a base here. Let's see what he does with it. See if he can turn 2. He goes to second for 1, back to first, double play. So great double play by Green. Definitely saved at least a base hit there, which would have at least loaded the bases. So the Red Sox get out of it, but not before Kansas City scores 2, and after 1 full, it's 2-2. And Green will lead it off here. Green hitting 229 with 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. Here's the pitch by Daly, and he'll strike out. So 1 down in the Red Sox second. Brings up DeLocke. DeLocke 2 for 8 so far in the season. Hit just 104 in the actual season, but off to a good start at the plate. Here's the pitch by Daly.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And he'll strike him out. So 2 strikeouts to start the second for Daly. So that'll bring up top of the order Schilling. He hit by a pitch and came around to score the first Red Sox run.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
2 outs and the bases loaded. And he's going to rock a double to left field. Seaborn picks it up, fires it in, but not before Schilling is at second. So a 2-out double for Schilling. Geiger with an RBI opportunity here. He's 0 for 1 in the day so far. So an opportunity for the Red Sox to take the lead here.
And it's a double.
And he'll fly out to Tuttle in center to end the inning. So ahead of the bottom of the second with the score tied at 2. It's going to be bottom third of the order. Carey, Pitnatano, and Daly up for the Kansas City Athletics. Carey, a 256 hitter on the year with 3 homers and 25 runs batted in. Here's the windup and the pitch. And this is a possible error on the ground here. And it's going to be a pop-up, so it should not have any effect here. So Malzone makes the catch for out number 1. So Carey is retired. Brings up Pagnatano. Joe hit 243 with 4 homers and 22 runs batted in. And he'll draw a walk. So Pagnatano draws a 1-out walk. And it's going to bring up Daly. Daly not much of a bunter. So we're probably not being called upon the sacrifice here. Just a 127 hitter with 3 runs batted in, 63 at-bats. But he'll hit away here.
Outside! Base on ball.
And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Looks like they're going to get the lead runner, but that's it. So Daly reaches on the fielder's choice. So 2 outs now for Dick Hauser, who's 1 for 1. And he'll draw a 2-out walk. I know, Mr. Brody's not too happy about that call.
Everybody clap your hands.
DeLocke's going to whirl around and try to get Daly napping at second. He's back safely. I know, Mr. Brody says Red Sox keep getting themselves in trouble here. Yep. I hear ya. 2-5. That's going to be a pop-up to first. And they get out of it. So after 2 full, it's 2-2 the score. So the Red Sox will send Hardy, Malzone, and Rapolsky up. Hardy's 1-for-1 with a run scored.
Out!
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
And he'll ground out to Carey at third. Fires over to Thornberry for out number 1. Gonna bring up Malzone. He had himself an RBI. His first time up, 1-for-1 RBI single. Oh, he's going to have an opportunity to go deep here. They get to split here. Malzone has a 25% chance here. Throw 1 run through 5 will be a home run for Malzone. Hit 14 on the actual season. Can he do it here and put the Red Sox ahead? He can. So Malzone is going to... So Malzone tags Daly for a home run, and the Red Sox go back up on top, 3-2. So Malzone making the most of his start today. He's got his second RBI of the day. And this one puts the Red Sox ahead. First home run of the year. So Rip Rapolsky up now. He continues his hot hitting. 1-for-1 on the day. 4-for-7 on the year. Actually 4-for-6 on the year, I think. Yeah, 4-for-6. 3-2. And he'll strike out this time. So Daly gets him this time. So 2 down now for Pags. He had a bases loaded walk, driving in a run. Which put the Red Sox up 2-0 at the time. Oh, I thought that might have been another home run possibility here, but it's not. That would have been nice. Just missed that one. So it's going to be a 6-4, not a 6-3. And he'll strike out. So Pags hits a long foul ball. And the next pitch, he strikes out. The Red Sox do go ahead on the solo home run by Malzone and lead it 3-2 heading into the bottom of the third. Let's see if the Red Sox can hold the lead here. So Jerry Lumpy up now. He's 1-for-1 with a run scored. And he'll fly out to Rapolsky in left for out number 1. So it brings up Seaborn. He walked his first time up against DeLocke. And this time he'll strike out. So DeLocke with his first K of the day. So a chance for a 1-2-3 inning as Thornberry comes to the plate now. He had a 2-run single his first time up, knocking in both of the Athletics' runs thus far.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And he will fly out to Hardy and right. So DeLocke gets him 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third, and after 3 full, the Red Sox lead 3-2. So the Red Sox looking to win 3 in a row for the first time this. 2 in a row the first time this year. So the Red Sox will have bottom third of the order, Harrell, Green, and DeLocke up against Daly. Harrell 0-for-1 so far today. And he'll strike out. So 5th K of the day for Daly. Brings up Green. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. Oh, just misses that home run check too. Man, we got to get a 6-3 today. And Green swings through it. So Green almost went deep, but again, that was another foul ball. And the next pitch, he strikes out. So 2 outs now for DeLocke. Strikeout victim also. And it's going to be a foul ball.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And this is going to be a base hit off the pitcher's card. So DeLocke gets himself a rare single. Actually, he's hitting pretty well in the season, though. So DeLocke on with a 2-out single. Brings up Schilling, who doubled and scored his first time up. And he strikes out this time. So 7 Ks on the day for Daly. And he gets out without any damage. So ahead of the bottom of the 4th, the Red Sox cling to a 1-run lead here. DeLocke will face Tuttle, Carey, and Pignatano. Tuttle's 0 for 1 today so far.
He struck him out.
And he will fly out to Hardy and right for out number 1. Carey up now 0 for 1. And he'll strike out. 2nd K for DeLocke. DeLocke will love to have another 1-2-3 inning. Pignatano walked his first time up. And no, he does not. 1-4 would have been a home run, but it's a roll of 20, so it's not.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Instead, he'll pop up to Carey. Actually, not to Carey, sorry. He'll pop up to Malzone to end the inning. The Red Sox 3, Kansas City 2 after 4 full. Geiger will lead it off. Geiger's still looking for his first hit of the day. Possible error on a throw here. And that's going to be a base hit. It's going to be a base hit to Lumpy, and he is going to throw it away as he tries to get Geiger. But Geiger reaches on the single and advances to second on the throwing error by Lumpy. So, leadoff run in scoring position. Red Sox with a chance to add to their lead. Brings up Hardy. He's 1 for 2 with the runs scored. And he'll strike out. So Hardy cannot get it done. Malzone with his chance. He's got already 2 RBIs today. He homered his last time up. And he's going to ground one in the 3rd. Looks Geiger back. Fires to Thornberry. So 2 down now, so it's up to the man of the hour. Well, not man of the hour, but Rip Popolski. He's been pretty clutch so far. Let's see if he can get an RBI here. And he'll ground out to Lumpy at second. And that'll do it for the Red Sox. The Red Sox unable to capitalize with getting the leadoff runner in scoring position. And it remains 3-2 Boston halfway through. So the pitcher, Bud Daly, leads it off against DeLocke. 0 for 1 on the day. Ooh, he does not strike out that often. Wow, that's excellent for a pitcher. Does not strike out that often at all. Instead grounds out to Green for out number 1. So 1 gone in the Kansas City 5th. Hauser 1 for 1 with runs scored. Also, 1 for 1 and also walked.
You're out!
And he'll ground out to 3rd for out number 2. So Jay Jenkins, DeLocke would love to have another 1-2-3 inning. This would be his 3rd in a row if he can get Hankins. Hankins is 0 for 2 with a run scored.
You're out!
And he'll fly out to center to retire the side. So we head to the top of the 6th. The Red Sox holding on to that 3-2 lead. Pagaroni leads it off. He's got himself an RBI. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and an RBI. I believe he had a bases loaded walk. 4-5. And that's going to be another walk for Pagaroni. So his second walk of the day. So leadoff runner on for the Red Sox here in the 6th. Brings up Billy Harrell. He's 0 for 2 with a struck out once. It's going to be a range play. And Tuttle cannot get to a very difficult play there. So that's going to fall in. Pagaroni will hold at second. Actually, no, he's going to advance to third. Very aggressive base running there. They're going to cut off the throw as Harrell is trying to get to second. And he'll be thrown out trying to advance. So aggressive base running by the Red Sox. Pagaroni does get to third, but Harrell is thrown out at second. So a runner on third with 1 down for Green, who's been up twice and he's struck out twice.
Out!
And he does not get hit by the pitch. And he's going to fly out to center. Let's see if it's deep enough to get Pagaroni. It's going to have to be pretty deep to get Pags. He's a below average runner. And it looks like it's going to be enough. Pagaroni will tag at third. Throw comes home. And he'll be safe as the throw is offline. So the Red Sox increase their lead to 4-2 now on the sacrifice fly by Green. So it's a lockup now with 2 down and the base is empty. 1 for 2. And he strikes out to end the inning, but the Red Sox tack on another run. And after 5.5, lead it now 4-2. So heart of the order, Lumpy, Seaborn, and Thornberry up for the Athletics. Lumpy 1 for 2 with a run scored. And it's going to be a range play. And Geiger makes a great running catch. So Geiger robs Lumpy of at least a single on that one. It's a great running catch. 1 down here in the Kansas City 6th. So Seaborn up now. It's 0 for 1 with a walk.
Fly ball, left center field. Tries to catch it.
Terrific play.
And he's going to pop up to short for out number 2. So Marv Thornberry up now. Got himself a 2-run single. Back in the first. This time he'll draw the walk. So a 2-out walk to Thornberry brings up Tuttle, who's 0 for 2. And he'll ground out to Schilling for out number 3. So the score remains 4-2 as we head to the 7th. This is likely to be Daly's last inning as there is action in the Kansas City bullpen. In fact, let's see here. Maybe we'll just replace him. Daly did pitch. Kansas City did win this game 7-4 with Daly pitching a complete game, so we'll let him start off the inning here. There is action in the Kansas City bullpen, though. So Schilling 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. And he'll fly out to Tuttle in center for out number 1. Geiger up now. Geiger 1 for 3 on the day. And he'll draw the walk. And here comes the manager, and that's going to be it for Daly. So Daly's day is done. He's responsible for Geiger at first. He's given up 4 runs so far to the Red Sox. And let's see here. We have a bunch of righties coming up. So we'll see what.
Outside. Base on ball.
Kansas City has in the bullpen here. Let's see where the computer picks here. Nah, he's only pitched 6 innings, so. If he did a pitch in an actual game, then I might let him pitch, but try to get a pitch that's pitched a little more often since they didn't use any relievers. Joe Nuxall's a lefty. No, I'm not going to go with that. If he picks him 3 times in a row, then we'll go for it, but if not. Lou Krause. He only made 4 appearances, so. Norm Bass. Yeah, I think that's a better. 171 innings pitched. Probably a starter reliever. Did have 17 games in relief, so we'll bring in Norm Bass. So Norm Bass comes in. Bass was 11-11 in 1961 with a 4.68 ERA. 171 innings pitched, 164 hits allowed. 74 strikeouts and 82 walks. So a runner on first and 1 down. He'll face Hardy first. Hardy 1 for 3 with a run scored. And he's going to ground to second. And they're going to get the lead runner, Geiger, at second, but that's it. Return throw not in time. So Hardy reaches on the fielder's choice. Now 2 down with a runner on first. Balzone's up now. He's having a great day today. 2 for 3 with a homer. And 2 runs batted in.
Out!
And he'll line out to second to end the inning. 7th inning stretch time here in Municipal Stadium at Kansas City. With the Red Sox on top 4-2. DeLocke back on the hill. Action in the Red Sox bullpen. See if they can get another inning out of DeLocke. Bottom third of the order, Carey, Pignatano, and the pitcher's position. Carey 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And he'll fly out to Geiger, who will make the catch for out number 1. Pignatano 0 for 1 with a walk. And he's going to get a base hit. Only the 4th hit for Kansas City today off of DeLocke. And they will... they're going to go for a steal here. First we're going to replace Bass here. So let's see who Kansas City used for pinch hitters. So Boyd and Pilarczyk were the actual 2 pinch hitters used. There were a couple other defensive replacements, but we're going to go with Boyd and Pilarczyk. Let's see which one comes up, if any. No, we'll give him a couple of chances here to come up. Bob Boyd it is. So Bob Boyd is going to come in the pinch hit. So Boyd hit .236 with 12 runs batted in and 89 at-bats. He represents the tying run here. As Pagaroni goes out the top to DeLocke, make sure they're on the same page. So DeLocke looks the runner back. And the steal is no longer on with the after the pinch hitter. (3-2). Oh, home run possibility, but thankfully Boyd is not a home run hitter. There's 0 there. That could have been a tie ball game with anybody with power. And he does get a base hit, though. As Pagliatino stops at second. So to put runners on first and second. With 1 down for Hauser. Hauser 1 for 2 with a walk. Pinky Higgins is going to come to the mound here. Let's see if he's going to take him out. Like Ted Wills and Mike Fornellay's pitched. I don't want the matchup there. Let's take a look at the matchup here. So Dick Hauser against not much power. Pretty dangerous against the lefties, especially with those splits there. Not really many other split ratings other than that. Today I just have a base hit split here too. So we definitely want to bring in a righty here. Alright, let's see who they... Early. No, that's a lefty. Oh, hold on. Oh, crap. That's not who I wanted to bring in. It's not who I wanted. Now, let's see what Early did here. Yeah, we'll let him stay in. Why not? Hopefully we'll come back to backfire us. Early does have 1 save, 3.91 ERA, 2 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts and 1 walk. So Hauser steps into the box. Early looks in for the sign from Pagliaroni. Looks the runner back at second. Here's the windup in the pitch. Oh, it's going to be a range play. And Schilling makes a great play on this one. And he's going to get the runner at second back to first, and they do not get Hauser, but they do get the middle runner. So they'll put runners at the corners with 2 down. So it brings up Jay Hankins. He's 0 for 3 with a run scored. Lefty on lefty here. He did not pinch hit for Hankins. How about Posada? Let's see, what kind of a hitter is he? He's only a 185 hitter, so let's see. Could bring in Polaric, the other pinch hitter. We might do that. And he's only a 189 hitter, so not much of an improvement there. Haywood Sullivan did get an at-bat in this game. He's a 2-4. Yeah, we'll bring in Haywood Sullivan the pinch hit. We'll give him a shot here. So Haywood Sullivan comes in the pinch hit. Former Red Sox GM there. Well, yeah, GM I think it was. So far he's just 1 for 3. And that was the game against the Red Sox. 242 hitter with 6 homers and 40 runs batted in. So runners at the corners. Early looks in for the sign. Actually, you know what? I think we're gonna... Let's look at the split. Yeah, I don't like these splits here, so we're actually gonna go and bring in Ted Will. No, not Ted Wills. Mike Fornellis. Bring in a closer here. You know he's had a rough start so far. Still trust him. He's 0-2 with 1 save, 13.4 ERA, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 11 hits allowed, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. See if he can get an out here. And get the Red Sox out of it with no damage. Oh, just barely. Almost gets a strike. 1 through 8 would have been a strike, but... And he's going to get him to bounce out to Harrell at first. So Fornellis gets out of it. Kansas City cannot get any closer, and it's 4-2 as we head to the 8th. So Kansas City is going to bring in Ed Rakow. That's the pitcher here. Oh no, Haywood Sullivan. Okay. So we need to bring in a right fielder. Haywood Sullivan is not a right fielder, I wouldn't think. Alright, all kinds of choices here. Suppose we could bring in Pilarczyk. He did actually play in the game. Posada actually was a defensive replacement too. Yeah, Posada was a defensive replacement right field. We're bringing Posada to play right field. He's our best choice here, just about. Pretty close. Pilarczyk is a little bit better. We're bringing Pilarczyk. Pilarczyk's slightly better defensively. Better arm and a little bit better error range. 0 error, so we'll bring in Pilarczyk. Okay. We'll probably pinch hit for him if he does get up around. But we'll bring him in defensively for now. Alright, so the Rapolsky, Pagaroni, and Harrell up against Ed Rakow now. Ed Rakow comes in with a 2-8 record, 4.75 ERA, 125 innings pitched, 131 hits allowed, 81 strikeouts, and 48 walks. So Rakow fires and delivers. Rapolsky is 1 for 3 so far today. And he will ground out to Carey at third. Fires over to Thornberry for out number 1. So Pagaroni up now. He's 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. Has a bases loaded walk for an RBI. And he's going to ground out the Thornberry. Takes it himself for out number 2. Billy Harrell up now. 1 for 3. And he lines up back to the pitcher for Rakow for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 8th of the Red Sox up 4-2. Fornellis on for his second inning of relief. So able to get the only batter he faced out in the bottom of the 7th to kill the rally. Oh, thankfully it's a 1-8. It's at 18 here. But Lumpy's not much of a home run hitter anyway. So he grounds out to Schilling for out number 1. So 1 gone in the Kansas City 8th. Brings up Seaburn. He's 0 for 2. Also walked. And he'll strike out for the second time. So Fornellis is looking much better today than he has all season. So Thornberry up now. He's responsible for both Kansas City runs with a 2-run single back in the first. Comes up now with the bases empty and 2 down. And he gets them, so Fornellis is looking excellent today.
The swing and a miss, he struck him out.
Gets the A's in order in the 8th, so we'll head to the 9th. The Red Sox with a 2-run lead. It'll be Green, Fornellis, and Schilling. Interesting to see what they do here with Fornellis, if they let him pitch, let him stay in and hit. Guess it depends upon what Green does here.
Remember to get your copy of the souvenir program.
Oh, a little too... Oh, and that's too high for Green. Against a left-handed pitcher, that would have been gone. But Rakow is a righty. Stead is going to ground out to Carey for out number 1. Let's look at Fornellis here. See what kind of a hitter Fornellis is. Not bad, 156. He did have 32 at-bats, so you got to get those bats in somehow. See what he looks like, his stamina looks like. Still actually really fresh. He's got 5 and 4, so we're going to leave him in to hit for himself. He's hitless. Does not have an at-bat yet. This is his first at-bat of the season. Oh, he gets hit by a pitch quite often. Doesn't hear, though. See what he can do. And he'll fly out for out number 2. I think they might have had the Red Sox defense out there. Sometimes they'll do that. I think it's more cosmetic than anything else, but all right, that'll bring up Schilling with 2 outs and the bases empty. He's 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. And that'll be a foul ball. And it's going to be a range play at Municipal Stadium. And Hauser can't get to it. And Schilling will get a second hit of the day. So a 2-out single for Schilling. Brings up Geiger. He's 1 for 3. Also walked. And this is going to be a possible error check here. And that's going to be a base hit past the second baseman, Lumpy. Knocks it down, but does not have a play. Schilling alertly was off on the pitch with 2 down. And he'll advance to third, so runners at the corners for Carroll Hardy, 1 for 4 on the day. So Red Sox hoping to add another insurance run. And he'll line out to first to end the inning. So ahead of the bottom of the ninth, 4-0 is on to try to close it out. Red Sox on top 4-2. It's going to be Tuttle, Carey, and Pignatano. And if anybody gets on in the pitcher's position. So Tuttle 0 for 3 on the day. Let's check his stats out. It's not a bad hitter though. Let's see if did they pinch hit for him? They did not. He was 0 for 3. So let's we'll let him hit for himself. Good eye, does not strike out, but he'll fly out to Geiger for out number 1. So it brings up Andrew Carey. I think they did pinch hit for him with Boyd, but we already used Boyd, I think. Didn't we use? Yeah, I think we already used Boyd, but we still have not used Posada. So that's the I think that's the father or uncle of Jorge Posada. Check that one real quick. Yeah, he's the uncle of Jorge Posada, who played for the Yankees. So we are going to bring him in. I think we are. Anyway, let's take a look at him. So Leo Posada. Yeah, 253 hitter. We're going to bring him in. So Leo Posada. 253 hitter with 7 homers and 53 runs batted in. He'll come in the pinch hit. 1 down in the Kansas City ninth. Fornells looks in for the sign from Pagliarone. 2-5. And he'll get some swinging. So Mike Fornells is looking very sharp today. Has 3 Ks on the day. So seems to be righting his ship there a bit after a rough start to the season. See if he can pick up his second save. He'll do so with 1 more down, as Kansas City's down to the last out. Pignatone up now. He's 1 for 2 with a walk.
He struck him out.
Oh, that could have been dangerous. 75% chance there, and he gets a 19, so no walk there. Oh, man. And that's going to be a double for Pignatone. Pignatano. So, just when you were praising Fornells, he gives up a double. And he's not bad at base running. We're going to leave him in there. I don't think we can get much better than a 4 there. Let's see. try to give him as much of a chance as we can. Yeah, 4 is the best he can get, so we're going to leave him in. But we are going to pinch hit for Rakow. Let's just look at, see what his, yeah, he's only 103. So let's see here. I think we still have Wayne Causey we have not used. Causey did get a plate appearance. We might have sacrificed. Says he had a sacrifice hit, SH, but it doesn't show he had a hit. So, didn't have an official at bat, so maybe it was just a sacrifice. Maybe that SH just stands for a sacrifice instead of SAC. Because I think SAC is sacrifice fly, so SH must be a infield like sacrifice bunt type thing. So, alright, so let's see here. So I think we're going to bring in Causey. Yeah, he's 276 hitter anyway. Alright, so he is 276 with 8 homers and 49 runs batted. Do we leave Fornells in? I think we got to trust him. This is a trust on the closer here. See if get his confidence back here. He did have 15 saves, 9-8 record. We're going to leave him in. See if we can get the last batter here. So Causey steps up to the plate representing the tying run. Pignatano at second after a 2-out double. Fornells looks in for the sign of Pignatano. Nods his head, looks back at the runner. Here's the windup and the pitch. And he's going to walk him. Oh, man. That's going to bring up Dick Hauser. Pinky Higgins pacing in the dugout. He's going to stay with his closer, though. Hauser's 1 for 3 with a walk.
Walkney, good base on balls.
Woo! Thank goodness he's not tired, or else like one more batter and that would have been a hit. Let's see what happens here. And that's going to be a ground ball to Schilling over to Harrell. And the Red Sox by Fornells. The Red Sox hold on, and they've won 2 in a row now. So they got one of their wins back here, as they did lose in this game actuality. So they're now 5-10, and they were 6-7. Sorry, 7-8. In actuality, so that's good. So we get another win back here. DeLocke goes to 3-0. Fornells' second save. Malzone hit a home run. His first. Check out the box score here. I'm going to go through this quickly as we're trying to keep this under an hour. So it's Schilling 2 for 4, Geiger 2 for 4, Malzone 2 for 4. Player of the game we're going to give to DeLocke was 3-0. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, all of them earned. Daly gets the loss. I think we're going to give Frank Malzone 2 for 4 with a run scored and 2 runs batted in and the home run. Yeah. So Fornells, 2 1/3 innings pitched, 1 hit allowed, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Definitely had a better outing here. Lowered his ERA to under 10 there, so that's good. And that is going to be it. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. And we'll see you in the next Kyle Yastrzemski career replay from his rookie season where the Red Sox try to go for 3 in a row. So join us then. And if you like these videos, throw a like, throw a comment, like and subscribe. And we'd love to hear from you. Any of your thoughts on this replay or anything you'd like to see on this channel. So take care and God bless. Have a good night. Bye-bye.